Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. And today's topic is forging. So, the first question in your mind must be, what is forging? Forging is defined as the plastic deformation of metals at elevated temperature into a predetermined size or shape using compressive forces exerted through some means of hand hammers, small power hammers, die, press, or upsetting machine. Depending upon the application of the forging operation and the required temperature of the operation, the forging can be grouped into two categories: hot forging and cold forging. So, first of all, we'll study about hot forging. What happens in hot forging? Hot forging is the operation of forging product or components above the recrystallization temperature. Note this: above the recrystallization temperature for that product. The hot forging results in reduction in strength and increase in ductility of work metal due to refining of the grains of the material. Next, let's look at the cold forging. The cold forging is the operation of forging product or components at the room temperature or above the room temperature, but far below than the recrystallization temperature of the product. The cold forging results in an increase in strength and reduction in ductility of work metal. Now, what happens is that if we need to reshape the metal, then we have to apply very high force and pressure. Now, let's quickly have a look at the differences of hot forging and cold forging. So, the first difference is, in hot forging, the metal is heated at a temperature above the recrystallization temperature. And in cold forging, the metal is heated at a temperature above room temperature but below recrystallization temperature. I hope that is clear. Next difference is, in hot forging, it increases ductility but reduces strength. In cold forging, the reverse operation happens. The cold forging increases strength but reduces ductility. So the last difference is, in hot forging, hot rolled surface has metal oxide on it, thus surface finish is not good. In cold forging, the cold rolled surface is smooth and oxide free. Let's quickly move on to the types of forging. First, we'll study about smith forging. In smith forging, parts are shaped by heating them in an open fire or hearth by the blacksmith and then beating it over the anvil. To get the desired shape, the operator has to manipulate the component in between the blows. The second type of forging is drop forging. Drop forging is a forging process where a hammer is raised and then dropped onto the workpiece to deform it according to the shape of the die. In drop forging, sudden strokes of force or pressure are applied. There are two types of drop forging: open die drop forging and closed die drop forging. So, the main difference between the two is that in open die drop forging, the material does not completely enclose the material, while in closed die drop forging, the metal completely encloses the material. Our next type of forging is machine forging. It is also called as upset forging. Upset forging is a manufacturing process that plastically deforms metal under great pressure into high-strength components of varying sizes. This forging process is ideal for longer shapes where only one end of a part needs to be forged. For example, if we need to make parts like screws and nails, this type of forging is used. Our last type of forging is press forging. Press forging is a method of forging that involves the slow and continuous application of press on the workpiece. This method differs greatly from the heavy and quick blows used in drop and hammer forging. The press forging is also done in closed impression dies with the expectation that the force is continuous squeezing type. Now let's have a look at the types of press used in press forging. First one is hydraulic press. A hydraulic press uses one or more cylinders and fluid at very high pressure to move a cylinder piston and create the force. Second type of press is pneumatic press. Pneumatic presses are similar to hydraulic presses but use pressurized air versus fluid. The last type of press is mechanical press. A mechanical press is powered by an electric motor to drive the mechanism to apply force. So, this is all for forging today. Thank you so much for watching.